Yo, what's good, fight fans? Welcome back to Ring Ruler, the channel where we break down the biggest, baddest, and most electrifying boxing matches in crystal clear HD at 60 frames per second. Today, we're diving into a heavyweight clash that had the world on edge, Anthony Joshua vs Oleksandr Usyk, the rematch, round 2, the fight that redefined the division. This isn't just any boxing match, it's a story of redemption, skill, and pure heart. So grab your popcorn, hit that subscribe button for Ring Ruler, and let's get into the action. Trust me, you're gonna want to stick around until the end for a surprise that'll blow your mind. On August 20, 2022, in the scorching heat of Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, two giants of the sport stepped into the ring. Anthony Joshua, the British powerhouse, was looking to reclaim his WBA, WBO, and IBF heavyweight titles after a tough loss to Oleksandr Usyk in their first fight back in 2021. That first bout. Man, it was a masterclass from Usyk. The Ukrainian maestro danced circles around AJ, outboxing him with slick footwork and pinpoint accuracy, leaving Joshua frustrated and the crowd stunned. Joshua walked away without his belts, and the boxing world was buzzing. Could AJ, one of the most devastating punchers in the game, figure out the puzzle that is Usyk? Or would Oleksandr Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight king, prove he's untouchable in the heavyweight division? This rematch wasn't just about titles, it was about legacy, pride, and proving who's the true ruler of the ring. Let's set the stage. Anthony Joshua, standing at 6'6", with a chiseled physique and knockout power that could stop a freight train. He's got a jab like a battering ram and a right hand that's sent plenty of opponents to the canvas. But after that first loss to Usyk, the critics were loud. They said AJ couldn't handle a boxer as technical as Usyk. They questioned his heart, his adaptability. Joshua, though, he wasn't fazed. He switched up his training camp, brought in new coaches, and promised a reinvented version of himself. He studied Usyk's game, trained harder than ever, and walked into Jeddah with a fire in his eyes. He wasn't just fighting for belts, he was fighting for respect. On the other side, we've got Oleksandr Usyk, the slick southpaw from Ukraine. At 6'3", he's smaller than most heavyweights, but don't let that fool you. This guy's a genius in the ring. His footwork. It's like he's floating on air. His angles. Straight out of a geometry textbook. And his boxing IQ. Off the charts. Usyk came into this fight as the defending champion, fresh off dominating Joshua in their first encounter. But he wasn't resting on his laurels. Usyk trained like a man possessed, knowing Joshua would come back stronger, hungrier, and more dangerous. The stakes couldn't be higher. For Joshua, it was a chance to silence the doubters and reclaim his throne. For Usyk, it was about cementing his place as one of the all-time greats. And for us fans, it was a chance to witness history. If you're loving this breakdown so far, make sure to give Ring Ruler a like and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Let's jump into the fight itself. Round 1 kicks off, and you can feel the tension through the screen. Joshua comes out aggressive, pumping that jab, trying to control the center of the ring. He's clearly learned from the first fight, he's not letting Usyk dictate the pace early. AJ's moving forward, cutting off the ring, trying to trap Usyk against the ropes. But Usyk, man, he's like water. He slips, he slides, he angles out, landing quick combinations that sting. A sharp left to Joshua's body, a sneaky right hook to the head. The crowd's roaring, and you can tell this is gonna be a chess match with some serious firepower. By round 3, Joshua's starting to land some heavy shots. He catches Usyk with a booming right hand that makes the Ukrainian's head snap back. The stadium erupts. For a moment, it looks like AJ might be turning the tide. But Usyk, cool as ice, doesn't panic. He circles out, resets, and starts picking Joshua apart with those crisp counters. It's like watching a painter at work, every punch is deliberate, every movement calculated. As the rounds go on, you can see Joshua's game plan coming into focus. He's targeting Usyk's body, trying to slow down that slick footwork. In round 5, AJ lands a vicious left hook to Usyk's ribs, and you can see Usyk wince. The commentators are losing it, and so are we at Ring Ruler. Is this the moment Joshua flips the script? But Usyk, he's a warrior. He absorbs the punishment and fires back with a flurry of punches that have Joshua covering up. By the midway point, the fight's a dead heat. Joshua's landing the harder shots, but Usyk's outworking him, piling up points with his volume and precision. The crowd's on their feet, and social media's blowing up. Check out the reactions on X, where fans are calling this one of the best heavyweight fights in years. If you're not following Ring Ruler yet, join the community and let's talk boxing. Let's fast forward to round 9, because this is where things get wild. Joshua comes out like a man on a mission. He's throwing bombs, landing a massive uppercut that rocks Usyk. The Ukrainian's legs wobble, and for a split second, it feels like a knockout's coming. The Ring Ruler crew is screaming at the screen. Joshua smells blood and goes all in, unloading a barrage of punches. But Usyk, with that champion's heart, clinches, survives, and somehow finds a way to fire back. By the end of the round, both guys are exhausted, but neither's backing down. It's pure drama, the kind of moment that makes boxing the greatest sport on earth. As we head into the championship rounds, Usyk starts to take control. His conditioning is unreal. He's still moving like it's round 1, darting in and out, landing 3 and 4 punch combos. Joshua's still dangerous, but you can see the frustration creeping in. Usyk's just too slick, too smart. In round 11, Usyk lands a beautiful 1-2 that snaps Joshua's head back, and the crowd knows it's a statement. Joshua's swinging for the fences, but Usyk's dodging and weaving like he's in the Matrix. By the time the final bell rings, both fighters raise their hands, and the arena's electric. The judges' scorecards are tight, 118 to 110, 115 to 113, 116 to 112, all for Usyk. A split decision, but Usyk retains his titles, and Joshua's left to regroup. The post-fight moment, though. That's where this fight becomes legendary. Joshua, emotional and raw, grabs the mic and pours his heart out. He talks about the grind, the pressure, and his respect for Usyk. It's a moment of vulnerability you don't often see in boxing, and it humanizes AJ in a way that resonates with fans. Usyk, ever the class act, gives Joshua props, calling him a warrior. It's a beautiful moment that shows why this sport is about more than just punches. It's about heart, respect, and pushing yourself to the limit. So, what made this fight so special? For one, it was a clash of styles. Joshua's raw power versus Usyk's surgical precision. It was a test of wills, with both guys digging deep when it mattered most. And it was a reminder that boxing's not just about who's stronger, it's about who's smarter, who's tougher, who's got that extra gear when the going gets tough. At Ring Ruler, we live for these moments, and we know you do too. Drop a comment below and let us know, did Joshua do enough to earn your respect, or is Usyk just on another level? And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join the Ring Ruler family for more breakdowns like this. Now, before we wrap up, I promised you a surprise, and Ring Ruler always delivers. We've got exclusive behind-the-scenes footage from the Joshua Usyk 2 training camps, showing never-before-seen moments of both fighters preparing for this epic showdown. Want to see it? It's dropping on our Patreon this week, so head over to the link in the description and join the Ring Ruler VIP crew for access. Plus, we're giving away a signed boxing glove to one lucky subscriber who comments their favorite moment from this fight and tags a friend. Don't miss out. Let's talk about what's next. For Joshua, this loss was a setback, but he's still one of the biggest names in the sport. He's faced everyone, from Klitschko to Fury's cousin, and he's never backed down from a challenge. Word on X is he's already plotting his comeback, maybe a trilogy with Usyk or a mega fight with someone like Deontay Wilder. For Usyk, this win solidified him as the man to beat. He's since gone on to face Tyson Fury, and we've got a full breakdown of that fight coming soon on Ring Ruler, so stay tuned. Boxing's in a golden era right now, and we're here to cover every jab, hook, and knockout. Before we go, let's give a shout out to both fighters. Anthony Joshua, you showed the heart of a lion. Oleksandr Usyk, you're a wizard in the ring. This fight wasn't just a battle, it was a masterpiece. If you loved this breakdown, share it with your friends, and let's keep the boxing conversation alive on Ring Ruler. Check out our other videos for more epic fight breakdowns, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Until next time, keep your hands up and your chin down. This is Ring Ruler, signing off.